Retired commercial airline pilot Scott Pattillo joins me now. Scott, thanks for coming on the show. Will flight cuts keep flying safe? What do you think?
Yes, Stuart, good to be here. Absolutely, the flight cuts are gonna continue to keep the flying public extremely safe. Secretary Duffy's doing a fantastic job with all the tools he has in his toolbox to manage the disruptions that are going on. Exemplary job, as a matter of fact, compared to the last Secretary of Transportation we had. He's really, they've stepped forward. Air traffic is going to continue to be extremely safe. Just remember that the air traffic controller's primary job is to keep aircraft separated.
Yeah.
The pilots will do the flying and will take off and they'll land, but the air traffic controllers have to separate those airplanes. Yeah. As fewer controllers show up to work, for understandable reasons, there's going to be fewer controllers working that airspace to keep those airplanes safe. So the reductions are going to increase, keep things safe all the way around.
We're all trying to think into next week to see if the disruptions continue into next week. So my question is this: just suppose that today or tomorrow or Sunday, the government shutdown is fixed. The government is reopened. How long does it take for air traffic control to get back to normal? Are we still going to have disruptions all the way through next week, regardless of what happens now?
No, Stuart, great. That's a great question. And no, it's not going to be an issue. The airlines are leaning forward on this. Their operation centers are way out in front, and they've got contingency plans. I think you're going to see things ramp up extremely fast, probably in the order of a day or two. And you're going to see things being alleviated. Once the controllers start coming back to work, things are going to open and return to normal very quickly, super quick.
Hundreds of air traffic controllers are taking second jobs. They need to make ends meet. We all understand that. But I asked Labor Secretary Lori Chavez-Dorima about that last hour. Are we going to lose these workers permanently? Here's what she said.
You know, we were already short almost 4,000 air traffic controllers before the shutdown. And now this is just a further strain from this Democratic shutdown that is hurting, really our most prominent workforce who are required to do their job. And I know Secretary Duffy's doing everything he can to keep our airways safe. It's going to take some time to unwind. People are really hurting. A second paycheck, they're not going to be able to pay their mortgages or their car payments or, gas prices.
The bottom line, Scott, is that we could lose some of these air traffic controllers permanently. They just go off and do their second jobs and not come back. There is a chance of that, right?
There is a chance, but to be honest, Stuart, the controllers, by the time they hit the line and they're working in the control towers and they're working at their jobs, they are so highly skilled and there's such a high level of professionalism that goes with that. Most are not going to walk off. The temporary jobs they're doing now are not going to meet that demand that they have. It's not going to scratch the itch that they have for the high level of professionalism and the people that they're working with. So there will be some controllers that won't come back, but I think many of those weren't going to come back anyway. This would be an excuse for them to leave. But I think for the most part, those that are already on the line are going to come back, and they're going to be ready to be back.
Let's hope. Let's get them back fast. Scott, thanks very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate you coming. Thanks a lot, man.